Welcome to today's episode, where we explore the best tales of karma and justice straight from Reddit. These are the kinds of stories that make you say, wow, they really deserve that. If you love hearing about sweet revenge or instant justice, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Story 1, Justice on the Highway. I was in the passing lane on the highway slowly coming up on a couple of cars in the right lane. The speed limit was about to decrease ahead, and another car came up behind me going pretty fast. Instead of gassing it to get ahead of the traffic to my right, I slowed down and pulled in behind them, with the car behind me right on my A. Once I got into the right lane, the car floored it and passed me, honking the horn and with the passenger's body half out of the car window yelling at me and flipping me off as they passed. Turns out the car I pulled in behind was an unmarked state trooper who promptly pulled them over. Justice. Story 2, The Spoiled Racer. Yeah, got one of those too. I'm doing about 5 over the limit, following behind this other car. We're pulling into the exit ramp for another highway. Street racing car with all the hookups starts riding right on my tail. He's got the giant spoiler coming from the back, purple headlights, colored rims, body kit, the works. He's flashing his headlights at me, dropping back then revving really loudly as he comes close to me, basically everything you would expect a total payback jerk to do to try and get traffic moving quicker in a single lane exit. I can't even speed up for the guy because of the car ahead of us anyway, so he does this little dance for the whole exit ramp. As soon as we're at the part to merge with the other highway, he guns it past me, onto the main road before we even reach the dotted lines. Unbeknownst to me at the time, nor to the modded car driver, the car ahead of me was a ghost police car. Smiley face. Story 3, Instant karma with a newspaper. I'm an old guy, 46, and I used to buy newspapers. One day I paid for one but took 2 papers because I was sick of coworkers rifling through MY paper. As I walked off with both newspapers, I noticed that my shirt tail got stuck in the newspaper box when it slammed shut. I had to put in another 25 cents to get my shirt out. Story 4, A courteous driver gets a break. I was pulled over by police for speeding, second time in 30 years driving. Before the officer got out of his car, I made sure my window was rolled down, shut my truck off, turned on the interior light, it was nighttime, and put both of my hands on the steering wheel. He told me how much he appreciated this and sent me on my way with a verbal warning to pay attention to the speed limit. Story 5, The sad window situation. One time I'm driving my box car with the driver's side window that won't roll down. I get pulled over for speeding, and I open the door a crack so I can talk to him and put both hands on the wheel where he can see them. When the cop reaches the car and sees that the door is open a little, he puts his hand on his gun with a scowl and angrily says, "Does your window roll down?" I said, "No," and I must have sounded really sad or something because he just laughed and said, "Please slow down and let me go." Guess he figured that a guy driving a car that beat had enough problems. Story 6, Florida karma. Was out for dinner with my then fiancé, now wife, and her dad. My, now, father-in-law. He's a bit of a DK to her. He got divorced and remarried, loves those kids more than my wife, gives her a say over too many things, etc., etc. So we're at the end of dinner, father-in-law offers to pay for the meal. Okay, that's nice. My wife asks to get her leftovers boxed, and she'll take them home. He starts with, "Well, you'll just leave them in the fridge, then they'll just get thrown out, blah blah." I tell him, "Listen, it's not your fridge, leave her alone." She and I live together at this point. He gets all mad, "Don't tell me how to raise my daughter." I reply, "Then don't speak to my fiancé that way." He literally throws the bill folder thing at me and says, "Fine. UFING pay then," and storms out. Okay, now everyone is pissed. My fiancé is saying, "Why did you have to start something, etc." So I pay the bill and am just waiting for the receipt. Like, we're waiting 10 minutes here. What the hell is going on? Tensions are rising, her dad is waiting outside, just building up steam and ready to blow once we get out there. I ask the waiter, "Can I just get our bill and go?" "Oh no sir, you have to wait for the manager." Turns out they have a contest running where every bill is a winner. Normally you'll win a free drink or appetizer with your next meal. Well, we won the mother of ING grand prize, a trip for 4 to Florida, whoever pays gets the prize. Well, guess what fare? I paid because you stormed out like in a holy. Karma's ABH, Story 7, A lesson from the bus. I used to be such a DK of a 6-year-old. One time I was on a bus with my older brother coming home from soccer practice. We were seated at the back right next to the big rear window. For some odd reason, I thought it'd be funny to show traffic behind us all the angles of my middle finger while staring at them with the most obnoxious facial expressions. I decided my game needed more thrill. Instead of flipping off oncoming traffic, my main target changed to pedestrians. Here's where it goes wrong. The bus got to a stop, picked up the waiting people, and I had found my new target, a very buff black man. As I heard the bus doors closing, I showed him both of my fingers and stuck out my tongue. This guy, built like an athlete and looking mad as F, sprinted alongside the bus, matching its speed for at least a block until the bus arrived at the next stop. I cowered behind my brother's back in tears. Turned out the guy was pretty cool about it and I cowered behind my brother's back in tears. Turned out the guy was pretty cool about it and just told me not to do it again. He even gave me a piece of bubble gum afterward. If you love these stories, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Which story was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned for more epic tales from Reddit.